This episode of Dr. Football Helmet's medical vlog is brought to you by Dr. Football Helmet's Helmet Polishing Cream and Ointment. The only helmet polishing cream out there that will help you get that perfect shine that you're looking for and help with that dreadful itch. And if you wear a football helmet as much as I do, you know what I mean. So that's just thought I'd do a little product placement up front. And now the theme music. 2, 3, 4. Dr. Football Helmet's medical vlog. All right. Eventually, I'll get that more streamlined. All that up top there. I apologize. You're seeing a little bit behind the scenes, but it's the best I can do right now. So, anyway, welcome to the medical vlog for another week. I'm Dr. Football Helmet, and this is my football helmet. As always, always wearing it, because it protects me and I will never die. Never die. Anyway, so this week we have another viewer-submitted query. This one actually is, I should preface before I dive into it, it's not really a medical query this week. But I felt like I should address it, even though it's not medical related, because it's good to, I clarify this point I'm about to make. I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. So, anyway, having said that, here it comes in from Twitter. This is actually a tweet, so it's exciting to get tweeted at by fans. And I guess I don't know what you call it, the Twitter address of this person. All of them have the little A with the circle around its symbol up front. I'm still not sure what that's called. I meant to look that up. Anyway, so it's that symbol and then Packer Fan 479. So that should Packer Fan 479. Thank you for tweeting at me, Packer Fan 479. So here's the tweet. The tweet is, dude. No, come on. I know Packer Fan 479. I know that Twitter is not as formal as Gmail or Gmail, but still, dude, really? Anyway, I wouldn't have addressed this tweet. I would have just tossed it aside if not for what you say afterwards. So, just consider this a very polite request. Please call me Dr. Football Helmet or Dr. Helmet, because I've worked hard for those titles, and I appreciate being referred to in such a manner. Anyway, so, let's see here. Dude, why are you a Bears fan? Bears suck. Ooh, Bears suck. And I assume he means the team Bears and not Bears in general, because I don't believe Bears do much sucking. It's more biting and scratching and mauling. But Bears suck! Exclamation point. And then I'm not sure. There's a number sign afterwards, and then the phrase with no spaces, "Go Pack Go," or "Go Pack Go," because there's no spaces, so there's no time to take a breath between those. What I assume are 3 words. So I'm not sure what that is, but so he's asking about a question that I get quite frequently on the street, and I feel like I should address it now. He's assuming that I am a Bears fan, which is referring to the pro football team, the Chicago Bears, and it's because of, I assume, my helmet. You've probably noticed, if I turn this way, here, if I turn this way, I have logos on the side of my helmet. Now, I chalk the reason for having these logos on my helmet up to youthful folly. As I've mentioned before on the program, I put this helmet on my head when I was 10 years old, and it was the only helmet I had around. I grew up in a Midwestern home in the state of Illinois, where my father was a very big Chicago Bears fan, and as was my mother. They just went bananas for the team, and they said, "Now, young Helmet, you should be a Bears fan as well." So they got me this helmet, uh, and it was meant to be for a Halloween costume, and they told me to wear it around and be proud of being a Bears fan. Personally, I was never much into sports, football, or anything like that. Fortunately, my parents were, because they gave them that led them to give me this helmet, which has saved my life a number of times and will continue to for all eternity, because I'm going to live forever. Um, but so I've gotten that assumption many times. So when getting on city buses or trains, people are like, "Oh, Bear fan, huh?" And I go, "Oh, I'm sorry, passerby. I couldn't care less about football. Or I could care less. Or I couldn't. It's couldn't, because if I could care less, then that would mean there'd be more cares less that I could give. So I could not care less about football. So your assumption here, Packer fan, I want to put it to rest right now. I am not a Bear fan. I am just a helmet fan. A football helmet fan. I couldn't name one single player on the Bears. I couldn't tell you a score that's happened recently. I couldn't even say if they're a good team or a bad team. Maybe they're not a good, maybe they're a bad, I don't know. Um, I assume you know more than me. Maybe the Bears do suck, like you say. You are a Packer fan, so you must be a fan of the Packer team. And I couldn't even tell you where the Packer team is from. That's, I am so naive when it comes to things outside the realm of medicine. So there we go, put it to rest. I am not a Bear fan, or a sporting fan of much at all. The only sport I ever watched that I much cared for was probably football. Seen a couple games here and there because they wear football helmets. I guess that's kind of obvious, you know. But at the same time, they disrespect the helmets because what do they do after the plays are over? They take them off. They take them off and they put a hat on the sidelines like a bunch of chumps. You know, this is leading me to I don't want to rant, but they get paid so much money, and they have so much promise for the future. They wear football helmets more than anyone else probably out there, but then they take it off and they risk getting injured. They risk wasting all that money that they made playing their sporting game by taking the helmet off and risking dying. Oh, it makes me sick. Anyway, that's just a little bit of an aside. So there you go, Packer fan 479. Dude. I hope that answers your question. I hope that puts that matter to bed, that we won't have any more people asking me about my affiliations with any sports teams. I am in no way affiliated with the Chicago Bears, nor will I ever be. And, oh, by the way, I should mention, I don't mean to sponsor or give the Franklin Company major ad time. It just happens to be on the front of my football helmet. So there you go. That's this week's medical vlog. Tune in next week's where we'll hopefully talk about more medical related topics and not sports. All right. See you next week. Yeah.